Alright guys, good day everyone. I greet you and I welcome you all to this week video. Today is Friday and guess what? I didn't take any trade today. I spotted a lot of setups, both on NAS 100 and US 30, but no one triggered me. And if you look at US 30 and NAS 100, you will see that there was a drop on those commodities from Tuesday. Yeah, I think from Tuesday the market has just been selling. Well, getting to my POI was another problem. I had a very nice setup. The both NAS 100 and US 30 were dropping normally, giving pullback, a very good pullback, but to sweep the liquidity and mitigate other block now becomes another problem. On Tuesday, I was supposed to show you guys this thing on my system, but we don't have light now, and my system is on though, but there's something I want to use that system if I want to do a little back testing, later today. But I don't know what is wrong with light in Nigeria now. So like a day we don't see light for more than, let's say, 1 hour 2 hours during the daytime. They only give us light at night, around that kind 12:1 they will bring the light and then take it back around that kind 5 or 6. So that is the condition we found ourselves right now in Nigeria, because of all these war things. So I won't be able to, show you guys the system now, to do a screen record with that system now. Even if I want to do it as there is no light, before I could do all the screen recording and editing, all that, the system will definitely be off. And I'm going to be posting this video today. I will schedule the video today, not posting it today. The video will be available tomorrow, being Saturday. So that is it, guys. So what I wanted to explain to you guys would have been better on my system, but regardless, let me just explain it to you guys. So on Tuesday I had this setup on NAS 100, NAS 100, same thing on US 30, but NAS 100 did not sweep the liquidity where there was a buy liquidity, so I was expecting the price to come, sweep that buy liquidity, then start giving me a sell intent, because I have another sell side liquidity which I want to target. But I was expecting the buy side liquidity to be taken first. Now this is what happened. NAS 100 come close, very close to that buy side liquidity, and then start reversing, start giving me buy sell intent. But NAS 100 took out that buy side liquidity and also start giving me sell intent. So because of this, I was more interested on US 30. Now I have to focus on US 30. I map out my US 30 point of interest, and I also mark out NAS 100, but I didn't set any pending order on NAS 100, but I set my pending order on NAS 100. So US 30 came close to that POI and then dropped massively. This was on Tuesday. But NAS 100 triggered the point of interest and also dropped massively, even without taking out the buy side liquidity. But if I'm to take this setup, my stop loss will be exactly at the buy side liquidity, exactly. But NAS 100 just came, triggered that POI without even going into the other block, and also drop massively. This thing happened on Tuesday. I look at it and I say today is not my day. Since the US started, that I had faith in did not trigger. Now it's NAS 100 that play out. So far, NAS 100 has been giving me, a good setup, but it's not giving me that setup in a good way. One thing must be missing. That setup must lack one thing. I don't know why. This is the same thing I suffered last week. But US 30 will give me a clean and nice setup. Then to trigger the POI will not be another problem. Then NAS 100 will just give you anyhow setup. You will be looking at it and say, no, this setup is not good enough, it's not clean enough. At the end of the day, it's the NAS 100 that would play out. I don't know. But that is it. This week, I also ended this week without taking any trade. I was weak. Today is Friday. I was weak. And I don't even believe that I'm going to do this video today. But at the end of it, I said no. I don't have to. I don't have to skip this video today. I don't want to be rushing to do this video and still edit it tomorrow and then still post it tomorrow by 12 o'clock. I don't want that rush. So I just decided to. I think this trade that happened on Friday, on Tuesday on NAS 100 and USF. I think I'm going to, try to see if I can get the screenshot, because I had this screenshot on my system. So if I get the screenshot, I'm going to, tag the screenshots on the screen so you guys will see what I was saying. So that is it for this week. This is the second week of March and still yet we haven't taken any trade. I've noticed these things a lot. First week and second week of every month, my setup playing out very well is the probability is very, very low. It's not as if I'm not seeing setups. I'm seeing setups, and I don't want to rush trade. If I should be rushing trade, if I should enter trade, once I see my setup, I should just once I see my my framework, let me just rush into the trade. I would have been taking many trades for this month, at least like 5 trades so far for the month, but I don't want that. I want every of my setup, any trade I take, I want it to count. I want every trade I take and journal to count, so that when I come to my journal and see this setup, I will understand the reason why I took that trade, even if it's a win, even if it's a loss or a win. I had to look at the trade and understand the reason why I took that trade. I don't want to take a trade that after some months, when I come back to that trade, I will start asking myself, why did I take this trade? Why did I take this trade? I want every of my trade to count. And another thing, today is Friday, and today is the only day that the setup I had on, I think, okay, still on NAS 100. I had the setup marked out yesterday, both on US 30 and I think, okay, this morning when I analyzed yesterday price action, so I saw that setup today and I mark it out, even though I'm not going to be trading today. So I just checked the trade now. NAS 100 still triggered, US 30 didn't trigger. The POI, I mapped out the POI both on US 30 and NAS 100, but NAS 100 was able to tap into that other block, but NAS 100 US 30 came close and then start dropping again. I just checked the chart now before coming out to make this video now. So, and something happened last week Friday. The setup I mapped out on Thursday didn't play out that Thursday. Then on Friday, the setup played out exactly. So this is what I want to do, guys. I only trade Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I've been trading like this since the beginning of this year. But this is what I want to do. In a week, I take maximum of 3 trades in a week, which is 1 trade on Tuesday if I see any setup, then 1 trade on Wednesday if I see any setup, then 1 trade on Thursday if I see any setup, which is 3 trades in a week. Now, this is what I want to do. I want to add Friday to my trading days, so I can be trading from Tuesday to Friday, but my number of trades for the week still remains 3. You get me? So I will still take maximum of 3 trades for the week, but I will add Friday so that on Fridays, if I see any setup, I will take the trade. What I don't know is if I should be holding trade. I don't like holding trade over the weekend, but I will still look at that, trading and seeing what happens. I will, see how I will be able to, adjust that one too, if I can be holding for the weekend. In case if the trade did not play out on Friday, if I will be able to hold till next week, or I'm going to be, canceling the trade and start afresh by next week. I'll still consider that. Then when I made up my mind, after trading for a few weeks now, I will see what the result is. Then I will update you guys if I should keep holding or I'm stopping. But for now, I will just, if I see my setup on Friday, I'm going to take the trade. And if it did not play out well on Friday, and I'm supposed to hold till next week, I'm going to hold. Then with time, I will see if it's okay for my trading style or not. Then I will update you guys on that. So this week also, the lesson I've learned this week is still on being disciplined. Discipline is the only thing that can beat this market. And looking at me, I never thought it would be possible for me to be this kind of discipline. This is 2 weeks, complete 2 weeks for the month of March, and I stayed 2 weeks again for the month of February. Another 2 weeks, the month of January, before starting to trade. So for this past 3 months, I will stay 2 weeks without trading. Then the next 2 weeks, I might be able to see, 1 or 2 trades at the end of the month. And I haven't taken more than 5 trades in a month since this year. That is a high level of discipline for me, because overtrading used to be one of my biggest problem. But now I no longer think about that. So that is it. That is one thing I will tell you guys, to work on being disciplined. Sometimes the money we are looking for is not just, for you to master the charts. Sometimes what is holding you back is your mindset, your discipline. And I believe that the way you do things, the way you do one thing is the way you do other things. If you are not disciplined in other things that you do, it will definitely affect your trading. So you have to, start working, you know, around your life, everything about you. Everything about you. If you know the things that are holding you back, we're all human beings and we have our gods, and our mind. If there is something you are doing and you know that this thing is not good for you, you know that this thing I'm doing is not good for you, you know. You don't need somebody to tell you that this thing is not good. You already know in your heart. If you are somebody that wakes up around 9 or 10 in the morning, you know that this is not good. Even though you don't have anything to do, you know that it's not good. At least, even if you don't have anything to do, wake up early first. Then what you will do will come up. But if you keep sleeping till 9, 10, there's nothing is going to happen. So if you are somebody that is waking up late every day, you start working from that side. Start trying to wake up early first. From there, if you're somebody that just wake up, eat, start trying to exercise in the morning. This journey is not about the chart, it's about your life. So coming into the chart will just expose you for who you are. And if you don't accept that this is who I am, that the market will keep dealing with you until it messes your life up. But if you accept it that, oh, this is who I am and this is why this is not working for me, you start working to be a better person, to do things that will favor you, that will make you move forward. That is the only time you will start conquering trading. The person that I am today, at the beginning, I never believed that a day will come when I will carry my phone and start recording myself like this, talking to the camera. But trading did this to me. I've not recorded myself for anything before. I'm somebody that don't even like taking pictures, ordinary pictures. I don't. Sometimes I will go to a occasion, my friends, they will be snapping picture. I will just be on my own. That is my life. That is how I've been all my life. Sometimes you take my phone. I will buy a new phone and I will use this phone for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. If you go to my camera, you will not see my picture there, but you will see my friend's picture on that phone. The phone I'm using to record this phone, before I took my own picture on this phone, I've used this phone for more than 8 months. Immediately I bought this phone that very day, opened it. All my guys that were there about 3, all of them used that phone to snap themselves. All of them, they used my phone to snap themselves that very day. This person will carry, oh, let me check the camera, the person will snap. If I go to my camera, to my gallery, to my photo, the first photos that were taken on this phone for the first 8 months, you will never see my picture there. So I'm somebody that don't like all those kind of things. Making video, taking pictures, I don't like it, but you can see me. I'm recording myself, doing my weekly recap on camera every week. And I've been doing this for almost 8 months, 7 to 8 months now. You see. And I don't exercise before. But trading made me start exercising. A lot of things. I have very bad characters that were affecting me before, that I won't even want to mention on this camera. But it's trading that helped me conquer all of them. All of them. And these days when I sit down and flash back how I was living my life back then, I understand that I was in the darkness. I was in the dark for those days. Only God knows the reason why He put trading on my way. This trading has been the best thing that has happened to me in my life. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about money at all. Besides, I haven't made any profits from trading. I've made some withdrawals, but I know that I've lost so much. So I haven't even made quarter of what I've lost on trading. Yeah. But in terms of my life, how I'm living my life now, trading is the best thing that has happened to me. And that is it. I'll just advise you guys, to keep pushing, check yourself, start working inside yourself, not the chart. If you can conquer yourself, you can conquer trading. Trust me. The chart is just keep it simple on the chart. These days, once I analyze my chart and I found out that this is my setup, this is what I'm looking out for. Once I did my total breakdown on the system, I off my system. I don't have to go down I don't have to start, every time checking my system. I will just mark out the zones, then I will now be checking the setup through my phone, So if I see that this is the setup, this is the area where I'm expecting my reaction for today, I will just set an alert at that zone, so that once price come down to that zone, my alert will trigger me. If I don't receive that alert, me checking the POI will be once in a while, to see what price is doing. And at the end of the day, at night, I will come then, break down what happened for that day again. Then at the end of the week, I will still break down what happened for that week. That is how I've been doing this thing since this year. I started taking this journey serious last year, honestly. Last year was when I started journaling, all my trades, everything about my trading, my feelings, everything that I'm doing about trading. I started journaling everything last year, so I can give full breakdown and full account of every single trade I've taken from June last year till now. Before, I will journal. When I win, I will journal. When I lose, I will not be, I won't have that strength to go and journal. I will not be hyped up to journal when I lose. But once I win, I will journal everything. And like this, once I lose like 2-3 times, I've forgotten about the journaling. I will be out of journaling for like 2 months. Once I win again, I will say, I need to start journaling. I will start journaling again. Sometimes I said, okay, the reason why I'm not taking the journaling serious is because I have many details on my notion that I need to write. Let me just start taking screenshots. Still the same thing. Let me just take screenshot and keep on my Telegram channel. I created a channel. The same thing. I will take a screenshot of the winning ones. The losing ones, to take the screenshot will be another problem. But I started journaling properly on June last year. Sometimes if I have I backtest too with Trader Casa. I backtested a lot this year. Currently, I'm using what is it called? My trading journey. Yeah, my trading journey to backtest. I did a video about that platform. It's on this YouTube channel. This video is getting long already, even though I didn't take any trade today. So let me just cut this video here and catch you guys next week. I'm wishing you guys a happy weekend, and a profitable week ahead. Please, if it's your first time coming across my YouTube channel, please do well to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.